Hello everybody and welcome. It is Bravo Tower and it's one of into Australia in the Beachcraft Bonanza. Okay. First things first, let's get a battery on. We'll use battery number 2. And we'll just contact ground for pushback. Let's get in the air and then let's get talking. So
Ground Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf requesting pushback.
Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf pushback. Request accepted.
So today we're going to fly VFR from Wolverhampton Business Airport to Lydd Airport in Kent. So we'll be heading down the coast. Flying VFR, we're going to be flying on 2,500 feet. There's a cloud layer at around 3,000 feet. I'm sorry for that. Oh, that should be enough from him.
Ground Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf requesting the end of pushback.
Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf request to end pushback received.
So we'll just put on battery number 1 and our alternators. Let's get going. We'll put the parking brake on. There we go. Test our controls. They are free and correct. Okay, so let's set our destination in here. Let's minimize this for a minute. So we're going to Lydd, so we'll go to the destination. And Lydd is EGBO. Echo Golf Mama Delta. Echo Golf. What did I say was next? It is Mama. And Delta. There we go. And Lydd, that's the one. Active, and there's our direct 2. Okay, as you can see, well, as it's quite obvious, our engines aren't running yet, so let's sort that out. The procedure, the full mixture, full prop. We need to bring the throttle all the way up and then cycle the boost pump. There we go. Throttle down and then open just a touch and we can start the engine. Yep, it's going to time lucky, it didn't have quite enough throttle on there. So I'll bring the revs down. I'm going to bring the RPM down to between 1,000 and 1,200, so there we go, that'll let it warm up nicely. Let's contact. So we're going to depart straight out, let's say that we want to depart south.
Ground Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf request taxi for takeoff south departure.
Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf taxi to and hold short of runway 28 using taxiway Charlie Bravo cross runway 34 Bravo. Contact tower on 123.005 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 28 using taxiway Charlie Bravo cross runway 34 Bravo Beachcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf.
Didn't realise that. Stay down and out, there's no problem. Okay, so let's make our way out. So I am using Navigraph as well. My taxiways. So I'm not overly reliant on the taxis, especially on the airport this small, but it's turned on right now, so we'll just use it. While we're taxiing, we can just make sure that okay, first position. Whoops. I knew I was going to be doing that. So we don't need clearance to cross this runway, but we will just look. Looks like we're okay. Nothing coming in. Let's get a cluster. So just as we're holding short here, I'll set a couple of last things up. Just put parking brake on. Okay, we can open up the cat flaps a little bit. Give us some cool air for takeoff. Okay. So wind, we don't know weather just yet. That's fine. We'll set that altitude for 2,500. Altimeter. We do not have altimeter yet.
Tower Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf ready at runway 28 south departure.
Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf cleared for takeoff runway 28 departure to the south approved.
Cleared for takeoff runway 28 Beachcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf.
Okay, so let's turn the parking brake off, get our yoke back. Head straight on runway 28, we're going to be rotating at around 80 knots. Which is probably going to use back on it. So we might start our roll out a little bit back here. So I'll do a quick run, make sure our revs are going to be okay, our RPM, which is the second dial down on the right screen. Yep, I'm good. So I'll release the brakes and we can get airborne. You're up.
Beachcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf continue for south departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Tower Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf continue for south departure.
Halfpenny Green or Wolverhampton Business to the first ever airport that I got the chance to fly a light aircraft from, which is why it's the start of this journey from England to Australia. I flew in a Piper Cherokee when I was about 15 years old with a family friend that took me up. It really set a love of aviation that I've never been take. Right now I've got a baby, and so even if I want my pilot's license right now, I will switch off the gas. So this is the closest thing, at least for a long while, I'm going to get to doing a journey like this. I now live in Australia, in the Gold Coast, and so we're setting off from the first ever airport flight aircraft to the Gold Coast of Australia in Beachcraft, Bonanza. I don't know how long it's going to take, other than a long time, but yeah, I'll be on. You are my co-pilot, thankfully. What better co-pilot, I think. So, yeah, that's the information behind this trip. This is the very first part of this trip from England to Australia. We've got currently Worsley just to my left and right in. We're about to fly almost directly over Stourbridge. Stourbridge being like the actual hometown as well as born and bred and raised. With COVID and everything, it might be a while before I get to come back to Stourbridge as well. So.
Beachcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Let's get into touch with
Tower Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf, frequency change.
Cosford. As long as it's Stourbridge to the left. Flight following.
Cosford approach Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf is type Beachcraft be 36 5 miles southeast of Wolverhampton. Request flight following.
Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Cosford approach. Squawk tree 226.
Don't need to squawk. Nope. So we'll turn autopilot up.
Beachcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf. Did you hear my last transmission?
I did hear your last transmission, yeah.
Squawk 3226 Beachcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf.
So turn transponder on.
Beachcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf radar contact 8 miles northwest of EGBO, Echo uniform 2,400 feet. Altimeter 29.78.
Copy Beachcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf.
There we go, so altimeter, which sets that altitude.
Sierra X-Ray Golf contact Birmingham approach on 131.33.
Going to 131.33 Beachcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf.
Let's have a chat with Birmingham Roach.
Birmingham approach Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf 2,500 feet.
So now we're going to bank left, slightly track back.
Sierra X-Ray Golf, Birmingham approach continuous plan. Altimeter 29.77.
Trying to get back on course with that direct the G1000 right on the screen there. You can see the purple line. Should be able to zoom out a little bit on that. That's how direct to, so if we follow the direct to, a bit of a nice easy path. You'll see in description there is a Google Drive folder. In that Google Drive folder, I've got all the data for this flight. So I've got the approach into LID for the ILS, the Instrument Landing System. I've got a flight plan, a couple of screenshots of that flight plan in there. yeah, you'll see some of the information that I'm using to plan the flight. So today we're going from Wolverhampton Business to Lidport, to the south coast in Kent, and then on our next leg we'll be going off to Luxembourg, which will be nice. We'll be leaving the UK. Just going to pull our mixture back a little bit now. We're just about to intercept our flight path, so I'll turn right. So right off of the distance up there, we've got Birmingham now. Here we go, we just have to intercept our flight path.
Hotel Victor Sierra Tango 4,500 feet. Cessna Golf, Hotel Victor Sierra Tango Birmingham approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29.77.
And in a minute we'll just turn the radio volume down a little bit. Okay, so that's looking good for our flight path. We could be using autopilot not only to do our altitude here and also our flight path. Probably good to leave the controls free, so get a bit of a detour if we really wanted to. Let's just bring that volume down the comm a little bit. So we've got Rich, off in distance. Lovely Redditch. So I thought it'd be good as well to talk about the different airports that we're flying into and out of, and you know, discuss the history, the stuff they've got going on there. So Wolverhampton Business not only was the first place I flew in a light aircraft from, but it's used for a few of the things, not just that. It was established and built in the 1941, and it was built as a RAF training base actually, and it was initially called RAF Hobbiton. It was used on and off by the RAF up until 1945, at which point the RAF disbanded from the base. It then went disused for several years up until 1953 when it was used. So 1953 was the first year, and it had civil air flying in and out of it. It's had a bit of a checkered history. It's had a few little incidents. What have we got here? I shouldn't laugh at the first. There's a lot of funny things here, but the first one, on August 1972, a Pipe Cherokee, which is actually the very first plane that I flew in from that airport. Cherokee that was taking part in a race event, hit a tree, flipped over and crashed into a bank just outside the barriers. The pilot was actually Prince William of Gloucester, cousin of Queen Elizabeth II, and he actually carried his injuries along with his passenger in that incident. 30th of April 2017, the Helen, if you Empire is, I strongly suggest you look it up. They're gorgeous craft. One of those was participating in an air show out of Halfpenny Green, and actually tore up the runway. The runway we just used 1028 during takeoff by its jet. Its jets were too hot and powerful, and it tore up the actual runway. It managed to safely land at a different airport. Oh, no, sorry, a different runway, and rode out on the 23rd of May 2016, so the same Pipe 28 Cherokee Warrior overshot the runway and collided with the tire wall. It doesn't look like this one was an air show or a race event this time. The pilot and two passengers just had minor injuries. So yeah, that's Wolverhampton Business, a bit of an overview there. So, okay. We've got just over the right wing there, you can see there, and there. What we can also do, because it is -1 degrees outside, should have done this earlier, we'll turn the pitted heat on, which allows our airspeed to remain constant, and we'll just close up this out. The journey is still ahead. I'm in and out of the clouds a little bit here, but that's okay. I don't think we're in shame. You know what, we do seem pretty on course with the clouds, so I might, after this next cloud, just request an ascent. So I wanted to Lyd Airport, EGMD. It's just east of the town of Lyd, and 12 miles south of Batch, near Foston in Kent. It's basically been used as a transportation airport since its inception, getting mainly ferrying cars in airplanes to and from Europe. It's also in the conservation area, which is pretty cool. They were trying to get an extension of the runway at one point, and I think it's been denied from what I can find. So time to approach as we weave around the clouds.
124.275 Beachcraft Sierra X-ray Golf.
Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Certainly, I hope so. I hope I want to actually finish the jet.
Three eyes north and approach Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf 2,500 feet.
Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf 3 eyes north and approach. Continue as planned. Altimeter 29.78.
So I'm just kind of weaving through the clouds a little bit as we go, trying to make sure I stay out of the way. So I've got two forms of flying, or two authorities of flying come under, which is VFR and IFR. VFR is visual flight rules, and IFR is instrument flight rules. Under instrument flight rules, the ATC, or air traffic control, just accept handoff here. So under IFR,
Beachcraft Sierra X-ray Golf.
let's just make contact first.
Oxford approach Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf 2,500 feet.
Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Oxford approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29.78.
Altimeter is still correct. So under IFR, ATC give you instructions. They tell you your waypoints. They give you headings, altitudes. Whereas VFR, you get to pretty much carve your own flight plan. There's certain rules that you follow. So northeast. 10 o'clock. Do not have this other there, a little dot up there.
Beachcraft Sierra X-ray Golf have the Cessna Skyhawk in sight.
So yeah, VFR, you get to pretty much carve your own flight path within certain rules and regulations, which is visual flight rules. Certain rules to follow, like if you're travelling east, so north to south on the east side of the compass, you should be at an even altitude plus 500. So 2,500 is our altitude today, which is perfect. If you're flying in a westerly direction, so anywhere between north and south on the compass in a westerly direction, you should be at odds, so like 3,500, odds plus 500. And so there's some goals. It helps everyone stop riding into each other. It's a beautiful day in England today. I'm pretty sure it's around in England right now, but it looks really nice anyway. So we've got Oxford at our 2 o'clock, just over that direction. Maybe a little bit more over there actually.
123.9, 8% Bravo, like Sierra.
So for other cities, I'm using Navigraph. Now it's the software that I use for setting my flight plans. And Google Drive folder, linked in the description. There's got the actual flight plans that I'll be using. I'll be adding each one as I go along, and so you can check in, see what I'm using as my navs, see which airports I'm coming to, get extra information about those airports. I've got IS for LID as I'm covering it there with the charts for the IS instrument land system, because that's what I'm using to get into LID today. All that information you can do, like so I can see what's going on. I don't understand, working our way through all of the various tools that we have available over a few months, I suppose. Tried to make the flight plan for this entire trip as possible. We'll be travelling over a lot of countries through some really crazy landscapes. Like, I'm really looking forward to just seeing the landscapes we travel through on this journey. It's going to be pretty amazing, I reckon. So I hope you get grants for my co-pilot as we travel the world. I got England to Australia. I'm actually using a side yoke and rudder system, as well as the throttle quadrant, so throttle, prop pitch and mixture. As you can see, I'm moving like a dog moving in behind here. So yeah, that's a little bit compared to just using control rules like that. Maintaining a nice 2,500 feet.
Sierra November Tango, Quebec, 1,500 feet.
Technical, Sierra November Tango, Quebec Oxford approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29.78.
So LUD's not its fair share of accidents as well. Incidents that's happened in LUD over the years.
Beachcraft Sierra X-ray Golf traffic is 10 o'clock, 4 miles at 4,500 feet Cessna Skylook. Report them in sight.
I am.
Cessna November Tango, Quebec traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles at 2,500 feet Beachcraft B36. Report them in sight.
Beachcraft Sierra X-ray Golf have the traffic.
So 15th of January 1958, the Javelin crashed at Dungeness. The accident was due to a double engine failure caused by mismanagement of the air system. That's a good reminder, actually. Let's just have a look at how it feels. So, we've got a full right tank, and the tank is still, we'll switch it for landing. The right tank. And 7th August 1978, a Douglas C-70 Skyways cargo airline was damaged beyond economic repair. That's all I've got on that one. I'm getting that information from Wikipedia. In the folder, as mentioned in the description, you can see Wikipedia articles and other information to do with the flight plan and flight schedule. Let's contact Benson approach.
120.9er for Beachcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf.
Nearly June. It's what we've got some content available. So, 120.9. So you can see in the top right, 5 point 20.9, and then we'll switch, and that becomes live, and we contact Benson approach. So we've got two comms.
Benson approach Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf 2,500 feet.
Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Benson approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29.78.
So we have two systems, and each one has an active and an inactive. So, and then we swap it to live. And if we want to we just press that and go down to comment 2. So we'll just leave it on there.
Going to 125.09er Cessna, Yankee Alpha Zulu.
Aylesbury up ahead, and we're just about to pass over. Leighton, down there, I believe. No, it's a bit close, a bit off the distance. My mouse feels pretty sensitive. I was finding myself zooming in and out. So we'll fly direct for quite a way, but we'll be less on the way. So we have to look at it a little bit.
X-ray to go contact Oxford approach on 119.98.
This is really underneath it now.
Going to 119.98 Cessna Quad X-ray Echo.
Next in front of us is Hempstead. To our left is Tring.
Beachcraft Sierra X-ray Golf contact approach on 132.05.
132.05 for Beachcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf.
132.5. Three to decimal. Yep.
Approach Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf 2,500 feet.
Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf approach continuous plan. Altimeter 29.78. Beachcraft Sierra X-ray Golf contact Benson approach on 123.3.
Throw me around a bit.
Going to 123.3 Beachcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf. Benson approach Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf 2,500 feet.
Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Benson approach continuous plan. Altimeter 29.78.
Get the ILS program in here on the bottom. So it's 108.15. So let's get that in.
Cessna Whiskey Hotel Golf contact Moscom approach on 126.7.
108.15. Yeah.
Generic Whiskey Romeo Bravo Airport is 12 miles at your 1 o'clock. Maintain present heading and altitude. Report runway in sight.
So we should we got a 22 22 knot head.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Generic Whiskey Romeo Bravo.
Our course is actually going to be
Whiskey Romeo Bravo.
207 meters.
Generic Whiskey Romeo Bravo, you are 1 mile south of Benson. Maintain present heading and altitude. Contact Benson Tower on 127.15.
207.
Generic Silver Papa Yankee contact Markborough approach on 125.25.
Okay.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Tower on 127.15 generic Whiskey Romeo Bravo.
It's London ahead of us now. Well, we've got Watford to our left. We've got Harrow and then Wembley. Shepherd's Bush. We'll be going over Westminster. Lucky enough to catch London Eye and some of the famous London landmarks. Let's stop over to that right fuel tank before I forget. Well. I really would love to hear from you guys about this as well. This is the first time I've ever done any kind of live streaming. So if you anything you'd like me to shut up about, just leave a comment, you know. I want to make this enjoyable for you as the discipline. There's really some So I would like it to be a memorable experience for everyone involved. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe so you know follow the days as I'll be announcing in advance any flights that will be coming.
Benson approach generic Foxtrot. Romeo Charlie Sierra X-ray 6,500 feet.
Get your guys' opinion and feedback and
Foxtrot. Romeo Charlie Sierra X-ray Benson approach
for all of
continuous
this.
plan. Altimeter 29.80.
It's a bit of a video of London from closer up. It's at altitude 1,500 and we use flight level control. Needs to be a bit higher than 80. We'll probably aim for 95. Oh, no, I'm doing this. Probably want to be about 40 here. Just stick with it. And then I'll just reduce throttle and those will drop as it tries to maintain 100 knots at 1,500 feet. That's the advantage of being in a simulator. There's some points of interest up ahead.
Benson approach generic Golf. Kilo Zulu Papa Yankee 8,500 feet. Generic Golf. Kilo Zulu Papa Yankee Benson approach continuous plan. Altimeter 29.80. Beachcraft Sierra X-ray Golf contact approach on 132.7.
132.7 for Beachcraft Sierra X-ray Golf.
I'll reduce that speed a little bit here.
Approach Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf 1,500 feet.
Beachcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf approach continuous plan. Altimeter 29.80.
I'll just put the flaps on. Iconic snake bar. A bit more power, so drop the chair a little bit. Ben, how's this pilot? Shot over to the right, I believe. London Bridge. Right. Actually, we're going to have an altitude of, I think that's 7 now. Whoops. Flight control mode. We're going to climb at around 90 knots. The nose is pitching up already to try and maintain airspeed. Start banking left now. Now you can't see this, and I can't really drag it up onto the screen because it's caused me issues with the stream before. But I've got my position on Navigraph live on the monitor, and I know that I need to kind of follow this line in to intercept the glide side for the ILS lid. Let's have a little look, see if it's picking it up. No, nav 1 is empty at the moment, so 108.15. 108.15 is correct. So we get a signal on here, we'll see a distance. Oh, there you go, 46.7 nautical miles away from our destination airport now. We'll just keep on tracking up. And we're in a good direction. Probably just in front of us to the right. Kind of down there. Just past Lewisham, Bexley Heath. There's the Thames snaking off down to where it meets the sea. When we step back off from Lid, when we head to Bergen, we'll probably fly out and past Dover, the White Cliff Dover. That's experience. Uh-oh. 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 No. Oh. Microsoft Flight Simulator, what are you doing to me? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the problems with trying to use some software that's still got bugs in it. You get instances like that. Well, be a good time to show the flight path anyway. So this, oh, I'm so gutted by that. I know, what? Not the first time that's happened. Probably won't be the last time it's happened. But that sucks. I'll just show you this real quick. So this is the software I'm using, Navigraph. Yeah, I know you can't connect to the simulator. It crashed. And we can get our airport charts and stuff from here. I'm going to leave this running for a minute. Why not? So this gives us the information we need to look at for runways, approaches, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we'll need that the next time we try and run this flight path, I suppose. Oh God, I'm sorry. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to try and adjust some settings and maybe try that again. Till next time.